A decision has been made on the controversial new fee morticians agitated against being charged recently. The health minister tonight says the government will step back assessing the fees for now, and there are changes on tap for the industry. Cleopatra Murphy tonight on the Mortician's Decision.
After morticians vehemently protested new fees being levied on them by the Public Hospitals Authority Friday, Health Minister Dr. the Honorable Dwayne Sands says the Ministry of Health has decided to delay its implementation for 60 days. He says the delay is to allow public consultation. However, the funeral homes will have to pay after a consultation period.
The truth is that they ought to have been paying it for the last 30 years. But we, meaning our healthcare system, kind of ignored that particular part of the Gazette, and those fees were not being charged.
Morticians say they received notice from the Public Hospitals Authority a month ago that they would have to pay a $100 storage fee for bodies not collected on time, but they say they were also blindsided by an autopsy fee between $250 and $350 they were told to pass on to clients. Sands says the autopsy fee was misrepresented.
That bit of misinformation is unfortunate because that was neither the historical truth, nor is it the intent now. Charges for autopsies would either have to be borne by the state if mandated by the state, or by the patient if requested by the patient.
Morticians say they were confused about which ministry they fall under. Sands says that was not clearly defined by the Gazette, but the mortuary sector, he says, falls under his ministry. He says the dispute has highlighted a need for regulation of the unregulated industry, because while many morticians have the appropriate licenses and structures in place, some do not, and it is a concern some morticians have expressed.
Hopefully in 2018, we will have to bring legislative reform to that industry to ensure that the public is protected. I have asked the industry themselves to participate actively in this, and they have promised me no later than yesterday that they would give us some draft suggestions or recommendations.
The health minister says he is uncertain of the number of morticians in the country, as there are well-known companies and other practitioners that raise the question, are they following best practices?
We have seen or heard so many examples coming from other countries of desecration of remains, irreverent acts performed with or on the remains of individuals. I can't say that we haven't had our own challenges locally. We have had some serious challenges.
Sands says the task is now to strengthen regulations so Bahamians can be confident with the companies they patronize. Cleopatra Murphy, ZNS Network News.